Elden Ring.
You want the fucking brawl? Come down, Snevik Hospitality.
This game has single-handedly, literally changed my life, yeah? I'm not even exaggerating. The game is literally consuming my life. All I think about is playing it. No, I'm not even lying. I seriously need help. I'm addicted. First off, I want to say I'm sorry, like I'm really am sorry, for not uploading in over a month now. I've been really struggling mentally recently and trying my best to deal with that, and it's meant that, unfortunately, my content creation has been set aside. I still love making videos, and I still really want to get back into streaming. I will try my very best to get back into it all, and it is definitely not due to the fact that I've been playing Elden Ring for 10 hours a day, I swear. This video is just a fun little review that I wanted to make on a game in my own kind of little style to try and help get back that creativity and motivation. So if you do enjoy it, please, it would mean so much to me if you liked the video and commented anything you really enjoyed about it. Thank you so much. Now on to the review of Elden Ring. So I've played around 100 hours of Elden Ring.
Psych!
Okay, well, by the time this video goes out, I probably have hit that 100-hour mark. So it's safe to say I can actually make a pretty solid review about the game. As well as playing both Dark Souls 1 and 3, skip 2 because it was absolute garbage, I can safely say that this is by far one of the best Soul games, and actually one of the best games I've ever played. And trust me, that's saying something. If you know me, then you know recently I've been saying that the gaming industry has been on a massive downslide over the past couple of years. Every new game that gets released is either a battle royale, multiplayer focused game, or just flat out buggy, broken pieces of shit. Every gaming company is trying to copy each other and releasing just pure shit. But Elden Ring is living proof that you don't need battle royale genre in your game, and you don't need no silly money transaction features in your game. You just need a fucking good story, a massive world, and for it to run, you know, kind of smoothly. Personally, I think Elden Ring FromSoftware absolutely smashed it with this release. I haven't wanted to come home from work so badly and play a game for the longest time. I haven't sat down and gamed for 11 plus hours a day for such a long time, and this game brought it all back for me. So with this review, I will be talking about all the good things I like about it, as well as the things I don't like about it. The exploration in this game is so fucking good, man. The open world is so fun to explore. Usually in games, I get something called exploration anxiety, which is actually a term that I just made up. But it means that when I see big open spaces in games that have multiple routes, I get too overwhelmed and can't decide on what path is best to take. But this game defeats that issue for me. No matter what path or area I went in, I was always rewarded for being curious. Any path I chose either led me to a big old boss or to an amazing item. The fact that the game is so nice to you for exploring and not always following the linear path keeps me exploring more and more of this game. That's excellent game design right there. When this game first came out, I saw so many players asking for an easy mode. It was actually quite embarrassing. Most of them were new players, to be fair, and clearly haven't touched a Soulborne game at all. Yes, this game is fucking difficult. Yes, this game can be extremely unforgiving and challenging, especially to the new players that are trying to give it a go. But that's what the Soul series has been about, man. I love how hard it is. It just means that I have to actually try and actually concentrate, unlike most games that I can breeze through because I'm a pro gamer, of course. But with how challenging this game is, it is also so satisfying when you do finally kill that boss you've been stuck on for 2 hours. The feeling I get from defeating a boss is so unique. And I haven't felt that in a game before. That sense of relief, the hype I get, the power I feel. Honestly, no, it is so worth it. For anyone saying it's too hard, you all just need to get good. The game's visuals alone are something that stands out to me. There's been so many times I've stopped in this game just to take in the whole world around me and look at the gorgeous views. No other game has done that for me. The epicness this game presents and the unique sceneries that are everywhere, apart from the dungeons. The visuals are truly stunning. I love how fuck off big everything is, as well as how it all pieces together nicely. I don't think anyone can actually disagree with me when I say this game is a visual masterpiece. There is so so much to do in this game. It's actually a joke. The sheer size of this game is huge. I remember playing the game and thinking every boss I encountered was the last boss, but nope. I just unlocked another piece of the fuck off map that is just so big. The lore as well, my god, that's just like, that's its own ball game. It's something that I will never get my head around, but I can always appreciate it. There is so much lore in this game, and that's hours of content in itself. There is so much to do, and even with 100 hours into the game, I feel like I'm nowhere near the end, which is pretty nice. Now on to things I don't really like. Sure, the game isn't 100% perfect, obviously. One thing I don't like that happens mid to late game is that you'll start seeing the same enemies just kind of like reskinned. For example, the dogs, which are by far the most annoying enemies in the game, of any game, but they are pretty much pasted from start to finish, either with a different effect on them like blood loss or rot, as well as the shitty knights. They get pasted across the whole game, sadly, which are the most boring, annoying enemies for me. Also, another thing is that I don't like seeing bosses as normal enemies. I can't tell you the amount of times I felt like a badass killing a boss in this game only to find out is a normal fucking enemy later in the game, making me feel like shit about killing it before. That to me is kind of a little bit lazy. Another thing that is copy and pasted in the game is like the dungeons, the way they look visually, as well as literally what you do in the dungeons. You literally go in, find the lever, open the door, kill a boss, and move on. The actual designs of them are slightly different, of course, but visually they all look the same. The puzzle ones are quite cool though. But as there are so many dungeons in this game, sometimes this warrants me not to go in them, as I may be just wasting my time with the same old samey dungeons. Something I do love about this game is the community. I also hate them. I love the humor of the messages that people leave behind. Some messages actually make me laugh out loud, but other times people placing messages at the bottom of the ladders really piss me off. And if you do this, I swear to God, I've had it so many times where I've been running for my life from an enemy and I find a ladder and I'm trying to climb up it and there's some dumb stupid message at the bottom of it that says like snakes ahead or something, referring to snakes and ladders, and I get killed. As well as sometimes messages do spoil areas by saying things like wary of left, which clearly baits out an enemy waiting for me around the corner, but I guess you could say that's my fault for reading them. I do hate the fact that the community shames people for their builds and how they play the game. It's especially toxic in the Soul games. If you ran a sorcery build and uploaded it to TikTok or something, I bet you the comments will be flooded with people hating you and saying how you shouldn't play like that, blah, 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 blah. As well as if you use any summoners or summon NPCs to help you out in boss fights, you know, the things that actually help you with bosses. If you're seen using one of those, you are shamed for it. I think that's a proper weird trait that the community has. I don't understand how people can't just let people play the game how they want to. Everything in the game is put there for a reason. I do love the bloodstains though, and watching people fall off the edges and jumping backwards off cliffs always makes me giggle. One thing that does annoy me a bit is how the fuck are you supposed to follow any quests in this game? I love how it doesn't tell you exactly what to do, don't get me wrong, but the fact that I have to exhaust dialogue for an NPC and then go rest at a site of grace or reload the area in order to progress that quest is a bit silly. And I feel like they definitely could have done something better there to help you follow the quest. I mean, thank God for Google, I guess, because some of these quests I would have never figured out by myself because they are very, very encrypted. But nevertheless, they are fun and interesting. Should you buy Elden Ring? Duh! The game is hot shit right now and is actually so fun. If you're someone like me that was losing the love for the industry and was waiting for that one game to sweep you off your toes, then this is the game. Trust me. Even if you're brand new to the series and aren't a filthy casual, then give it a go at least. You might fall in love. But if you're a loser and give up on the first death, then maybe not. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in another one. Bye!